Hey guys, Liz here. Oh God, excuse the funny noises. It's just my chair's broken that I sit at by my computer, and so it's like every 5 seconds I'm falling into my desk. But hey, we shall overcome this. We shall overcome this. Okay, welcome to Coffee with Isa, aka Isabel Sharon, aka Liz, aka Liz for Paris Adored, and Bondi Babe. But I'm normally Isabel Sharon these days. Liz for Paris came in the other day actually, and she actually did a blog, but you didn't know. I do like that. So sometimes that because I get IMs like constantly. Sometimes I just need to have a really quiet time, and I really don't like turning everything off because I just don't like to be rude to people. My autoresponder is on all the time. It's one of those things I live with now. It's just I'm a complete autoresponder, and yeah, I just found that I'm just so busy, just so busy. Anyhow, okay, so I've had a rather tumultuous, is tumultuous the right word? I'm not sure if tumultuous is. No, tumultuous sounds like I've had fun. No, I haven't really. I've just been at work. I've had an interesting week at work. Now, I've got to tell you something that I did at work. I've had my first complaint. I've been at this job for 13 and a half years. So I've been, I've never ever had anyone complain about anything I do or say, oh God, Liz, you've done this wrong or you've done that wrong. Never, ever. I've never been faulted. Maybe it's just because they haven't picked it up. Because believe me, I'm sure I make a lot of mistakes. But anyhow, I was having a pretty good day on Friday, and then I get this email from my line manager, and it says, "Hey Liz, please read the complaint below. Can you give me some feedback? Can you explain it?" And I was like, "Oh my God, my heart just dropped because I've just, when you know the situation I'm in, which is that we go into a restructure phase on Monday, I could really do without anything being pulled up as being incorrect because, you worry about your job and that kind of thing, and I'm really worried about my job. So anyhow, my heart just skipped, and so I read, and it was to do with a letter that I sent out to someone. Now, do you know what? I thought, oh my God, I've sent the wrong letter. I've said someone's dead when they're not dead, or I've written to a dead person, or I've given someone's name to someone else. No, nothing like that. It was a stupid mistake I made. I read it. I picked up the email, then went and had a look for the letter that I'd sent out that they were complaining about. So basically what it was is there were 2 things to the letter that I did wrong. The second one I'll tell you in a minute, which is kind of stupid. But the first one was the postcode on the letter. So say for example, the postcode was AB. I actually wrote it as BC. And then the postcode. So that was a bit of a stupid typing dumb error, okay? But the second one I absolutely cringed at. I just thought, oh my God, Liz, you prat. I didn't do it knowingly. I didn't think about it. I didn't, whatever. But anyhow, so I'm not going to obviously say the name of the person because that would be a data breach. And I know all about data breaches. No. So, okay. So, say for example, it was Jonathan Smith. Okay. So the letter I was writing was to Jonathan Smith. What I did was, the letter I addressed it, when I write it, it's Dear Mr. Smith, okay, but the address on it was to Mr. Jono Smith. So basically, well, that's not the name I used, but I'm just giving you an indication. So basically what I did was I had shortened the name and so it became familiar, because older people don't like you to be familiar with them, and I'm assuming he was an older person anyhow. But so he took great umbrage to the fact that I addressed him in an abbreviation, and he made it clear that he allows no one to call him by his shortened name, and I've just felt, oh God. So I felt like such a fool. It is a simple mistake to make, and I know what happened. I mean, because I actually looked back at the time of the saving of the letter. Then I looked at my phone call logs, because I'm like particular like that. So I went back on my phone call logs for that particular day a few days ago, and I'd taken quite a few phone calls in that space of time. So I'd obviously had started working on an account, started writing the letter, and the phone went, and I think I answered 2 phone calls before I got back to the letter and quickly sort of typed it up and sent it out. So I'm pretty sure that's where my error came from, but I feel like such a bloody prat. Of all the mistakes to make, I make something like that. Mind you, in saying that though, in my defense, at least I haven't addressed it to a dead person or anything like that, because I mean that will be the ultimate in just like, I'd be pulled up for that. But I feel like a right prat for having made that mistake, and it's really bugged me all weekend. It's really actually kind of like played on my mind, because one of the things I pride myself on is make sure that my work's done properly, and it's just really got to me. I know it's a simple little thing and it's a silly thing, but when I upset people, if I upset someone, and I don't know this man from a bar of soap actually, but I still upset him enough for him to he rang and made the complaint, and apparently he was very, very angry, and obviously it angered him. So for it to have that effect on him, I feel terrible about it. It's just really bothered me, and I did say to my manager, I'm happy to personally apologise, but apparently the man doesn't want to hear from me, and I'm like, you don't know me, and you don't know how bad I feel for having done this, but I'm a human being, and I've had to tell myself all weekend, hang on Liz, human error, it's not a huge error, but it's a human error. But I think the thing that's got to me is the upset it caused. And maybe you and I might not be upset by it. I mean, if someone was just to go, instead of calling me Elizabeth, go, hey Liz, well, no, I didn't say hey Liz, but if someone was to address me Liz Sharon, I'd be okay with that. You don't have to, or like my name's Isabel, you call me Isa, I haven't got a problem with that, but that's me, and I shouldn't have done it, and I just feel bloody awful. But it's done. So I'm waiting till my manager's in the same office as me and see what he says to me about it. But I don't know. Anyhow, so as I said, we are finding out today what our future holds. So as this Coffee with Isa goes out, I'm actually going to be finding out today the consultation about my employment and what they plan to do, what changes they plan to make, if there's going to be any redundancies, pay cuts, blah, 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 blah. And then I go into a 45-day consultation before those get implemented. So, I might be a bit stroppy. My vlogs might reflect that over the next coming weeks, or I might be perky, who knows, it's hard to tell, but I'm going to try and take it in my stride. It happens to people all the time. There are people far worse off than I am, it's just that I don't want to join them, basically, and yeah, right. So that's enough of that serious stuff. Now I wanted to address something else. I'd been getting a number of emails sent to my coffeewithisa@outlook.com email, which is always linked underneath my videos. Now, I put that there for people to send me requests because they, sometimes they're a bit shy. I know people are. And I am as well. So, I always appreciate being able to email someone rather than putting it publicly on a YouTube channel. So anyhow, people have messaged me, as I said to you before, and have requested me to do ASMR videos. I'm not new to ASMR. I did try it some time ago, and like I said, on a different channel, and I just never did anything about it. Now, I've done 2. And I did one, I made a decision, right, because I had quite a few people say I really liked it and can you do more? So I thought, okay, I'll create the playlist, and so I did one on Friday. Good God. Thumbs down. I was just like, oh my God, people hate it. People hate it. I was just like, oh my God, people hate it. I mean, I got thumbs up, but I only ever get 1 thumbs down every time I do a video. I know who that is. And if you're watching, I know who you are, because I just know. So I always know who my thumbs down person is, but actually I got quite a few thumbs down. And that really surprised me, because it was you guys that was messaging me saying, can you do this? And I'm like, So, what I guess it boils down to is that there's one hand, there are people that want it, and there are on the other hand the people that have come to know me as a vlogger. And I guess it's the people that I vlog for. They've become used to the fact that I just do clothes. Well, actually, no, I don't. My channel has never ever been about clothes. It's just that I started vlogging quite a lot because I enjoyed doing it, and so I do. But I always throw in different things in between, and this channel will never ever become solely a vlogging channel, because I enjoy machinima, and I enjoy like a story video and coffee with Isa, various different things. But I appreciate the fact that you don't want to see ASMR videos, and there are those of you that do. So I'm going to leave the ones that I've made on here. I've already transferred one to another channel, so it's twice on YouTube. Big deal. And I'm going to link to it on this YouTube channel. I'm going to go and, I don't know how I'll do it, subscribe to it, whatever. But I'll link to it underneath this video and underneath the ASMR videos, so that you know where to go in future. I am still going to use my virtual girl to make them, because I just think I kind of enjoyed doing that, and I just think it's fun. And God, there are so many people doing it out there on YouTube. I was so shocked. Loads of them. I'm like, oh my God, it's like every man and his dog. But I don't see many virtual girls doing it, so I thought, I'll stick to my virtual girl. I will also do it as a real person. Yeah, I know, shocking, huh? But if any of you have investigated me enough, you would have found my real life channel. I don't do anything on there anymore anyhow, but I'm not afraid to show my face. I never have been. I don't know if I'll be able to do this ASMR properly, but hey, what the hell, I've had a few messages from people that want me to do it, and I said I'd listen to everything, and I am. So for those of you that put the thumbs down, you don't have to see it anymore, okay? And for those of you that put the thumbs up, underneath this video you'll find the link, okay? And it's my real life picture on there. I know, shocking. It's me. So so okay, I will do that, and we'll see what happens. I've also started up on WordPress specifically for the ASMR, because I thought okay, so the vlogging and all that, those same people go to my website. So I thought, okay, I'll start up a separate one. So there is a separate one specifically for my ASMR, and so so I'll be updating too. Oh God, help me. Oh, but you know what? I have listened, and I always do listen, and I do take notice of things. And so, yeah. And the other thing I wanted to say is I don't often look at my channel to see how many people are following me and all that kind of thing. I'm always a bit sort of nervous about looking at it, because you watch, suddenly you've got an extra 4 people, then suddenly you've dropped 2 people, and so I tend to try not look at that, because it actually kind of it does affect my mood. It makes me feel like, oh, they like me, no they don't like me, oh no they like that, and they don't like that. So I've had to stop like looking at that, so I avoid looking at that. But it was Rosie Hellendale that said to me, geez, have you seen how many subscribers you've got? And I'm recording this, by the way, before Monday. So anyhow, so when I looked, I had 483 subscribers. So I'm like really shocked. I'm so shocked, and also quite sort of emotional about it. I know that sounds silly, but to know that many people actually liked to listen to me and liked to see what I was doing was kind of cool to see. And I don't know what to say. I'm just like really like, wow, this is pretty exciting. I never thought, people would really subscribe, or, people come and look at a video and then they go away. So to know that people actively subscribe to you is quite a nice feeling as well. It's not a nice feeling for the thumbs down, but you know what, that comes with the territory, and I know that. So I'm going to try not to let that bother me. Everyone has a different cup of tea, as they say. I like my Earl Grey, you might like your Liptons. Simple as that. So anyhow, so now I've increased subscribers. So in November last year, I think it was November, I had like 56, because I remember that figure. It stayed at 56 for quite a long time, and it's like near end of July, and I'm like, oh my god, I've very nearly to 500, and I'm like, oh. So I think it's traditional that when you get to a certain number, I've noticed that with a lot of channels, when you get lots of subscribers, that you do something special. I'm trying to think of something special to do. No, I'm not going to go out and get 10,000 Lindens and go, here, I have a gift card. Because frankly, I can't afford to. I mean, that's the real God's honest truth. I really can't afford to do that. But I think of something creative is more the point, and I'm thinking about that. And if anyone's got any ideas what they would like me to do as a gift to say thank you, I'd love you to let me know. I have kind of got an idea, but I'm going to throw that round with a few friends at the moment and just see what they think about it. But if you've got any ideas, I'd really welcome hearing it, because this is kind of all new to me, this whole sort of, hi, I've got this many subscribers. I'm just like, whoa. But can I just give you a hint that if I get 1,000 subscribers and he's handsome, I'll date him. I'm joking. Oh dear. No. So I'm thinking of something for 500 subscribers. So if you've got any ideas, please let me know, because like I'm struggling with this one, and yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know next week what my idea is, okay? Or I'll snip it out during the week maybe. And I might go with it actually, but I'd like to hear what you guys want, because you never know, it might be better than my idea. So there's that. And yeah, I've had an interesting weekend. I was expecting sunshine and whatever, and of course Saturday was a complete washout, so I spent much of it, I was babysitting Saturday, and that was just so much fun. Do you know what, I had my grandson, and I still had his birthday balloons, and I think he thinks I'm nuts. Anyhow, I was doing the helium balloons. I still had his helium balloon, and I was doing little little helium chats to him, and he was not impressed. But anyway, let me play one for you. I don't know if it'll work. Let's just try it. But it entertained me. Hang on 2 minutes. Let me just put the sound up so it's up. And
what's new with you, pussycat?
that little thing's entertaining. Hang on. Here.
How now, Branko? How now, Branko?
Yeah, that one wasn't very good. Let me just try that one.
Raining spadeballs when you're the plane.
Yeah, he kind of looked at me as if I was mental, but
Hello, how are you?
yeah, I don't think I sound much different actually, which is kind of bloody ridiculous. I could, do you know what? I could go over and get the balloon and because I've got like another one, and speak to you through that. You never know. No, I won't. Oh, it's the little things that entertain me. Anyhow, right, I've got my shut up. I must shut up. I hope you have a glorious Monday. Please think of me today, and you know, hopefully I come home and it's all great stuff, and I can say, "Yay, I'm safe." But it is a worrying time, and you know, I feel really sorry for a couple of other people at work who, you know, got families and mortgages. You know, I don't have a mortgage, and so it's. I just think, you know, that's got to suck when you're worried about a job, especially when you're a couple in the same workplace, because we've got 2 couples, and so you're doubly impacted. That's got to be the worst thing when you're both worried about your jobs, because if you both lost your jobs, that's going to really suck. Really, really suck. Yeah, I have been practicing my busking in case I need to go on the streets, and I really suck. I really, really suck. But hey, I can sing you Tiptoe Through the Tulips, you know. Tiptoe through the tulips, No, okay, I'll shut up now. Anyhow, I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will speak to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.
And you've just been watching Coffee with Isa. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. Be good. May the force be with you. Bye-bye.